Hi Taurus, Tartar gang. I got a home. Look at my wonderful bed. You know, I apologize for I don't even have a table yet. I've started everything from scratch. I have sage burning right here, you know, but I don't want the lotus to start on fire and set off my smoke alarm. So I thought let's start out with my sun sign, or my rising sign. I know I'm Leo and Sag and Taurus, yeah. So I've been following Blah Shinia on YouTube. A lot of her stuff, it sounds good to my ears, so I really like her. Sorry about the cleavage. It's so hot. I have a 3-bedroom, so I'm gonna clarify. Hopefully to get some interested buyers. Clarify some of the cards with the fairy ones. And I'm also looking to sell this deck and possibly Mermaid, Doreen Virtue's Mermaid deck and Angel Answers, just because I need the money for furniture, for my kids, for So let's get started. What is Taurus's energy, please? Taurus. This feeling can be past, present, or future. It can be for you or your cross watcher. If it resonates, it resonates. If it doesn't, there are plenty of other readers on YouTube. Sorry, I'm just trying not to get my lanky feet in the... Taurus, please. What is the energy for Taurus? I just now have a couple songs in my head, kind of sad love songs. You mean the world to me. You are my everything. And I don't think that's me, you know, because if that was me, I would be singing that towards my kids, you know, not to a male. I do think there is a male out there that could be possibly sad for me, but that's his decision. I can't, you know, force him to come talk to me. We all live and grow and learn. I do love him, but Taurus, please. One last shuffle. Well, let's just let those come out then. Alright. So the first card that fell out, I'm sorry, I don't have a better setup yet, was Temperance. You could be dealing with the Sagittarius. I don't really get into those, you know, but I am learning them, so. The next cards that fell out were the 3 of Wands. I also read my cards in a circle, because I can read them forward and backward, you know, because I'm not like the traditional tarot reader, and, you know, that's fine, you know. Who says we all have to fit in a box? Whoopsies. Oh, wow. Taurus. This has been a journey. Bottom of the deck, King of the Swords, King of the Hill, King of Swords. So crowning the read is King of Swords. And you have swords. Could be dealing with a Leo, Sagittarius, an air sign. Is it Cancer? No, those are water. Pisces. Oh no, that's water. Anyways, you know who your cross watcher is. You know, I don't have to say it could be, you know, could be a dolphin. So I think Crown of your read, King of Swords, Temperance. Whoa, my unicorn. So here's how I'm going to read it. And if it resonates, it resonates. Taurus, you had a heartbreak. You had deep betrayal. And you were in mental confusion because you have the Three of Swords, Eight of Swords, a lot of mental. And then plus the King of Swords, you know. Cut that down. Five of Swords, Ten of Swords, betrayal, you know, agony, but the end of a cycle, the end, you know. Well, the close of a cycle, I should say. So here's how I'm going to read it, Tartars. You're in a relationship and it broke your heart. You were, whatever you experienced, it was betrayal, like deep betrayal. Well, it was pretty bad, but it's closed out, you know, because it's Ten of Swords. But you are still staying in your head about it, or either you're coming out of it because you have the Sun card right after. The Sun card right after this one. So it's all mental, and then, see, he thinks he's like tied to the glove, but he can just fly away. So he's like, really, Taurus, you're slowly coming out of it because the Sun, you know, good fortune, something new, the boy, you know, you experience this heartbreaking betrayal, and whether that could be with family, friendship, or, you know, boyfriend or girlfriend. So you have good coming, but you have a tendency to... Okay, so here's where I feel like there's a fork. You're in a relationship and you possibly needed balance because you have Temperance and then you have the Three of Swords. So you might not have had self-love, you might not have had, what is it, the right person, wrong time, or you might have been, it could have been a karmic, you know, you could have had more lessons to learn and more healing and growth, you know, inner child, but I don't see like the Six of Cups, but still, you know what I mean, some of that stuff, our healing, our forgiving our parents. So I feel like this betrayal you went back to because you have the Five of Swords again after the Sun. So you could have went back to it and someone could have worked really hard at it. Someone could have worked hard at it, possibly the Taurus, possibly, you know, the Cross Watcher. You know, both will probably say, I did my all. But, you know, someone really saw a future and, someone saw a future with someone and it didn't work out. They were betrayed and they had to move forward. Now what I'm seeing it like this is also, Taurus, the King of Swords, you stepped up and you became like the King of Swords to your Cross Watcher, and you like, well, oh shit, that happened, you know, level up, you know, makes me better for the next person. But if this is your Cross Watcher, they didn't have balance in themselves. And now they're heartbroken too, but they stay in the Eight of Swords, and they're slowly coming out of it with the Sun card. But every now and then, they go back into their stinking thinking, Five of Swords, and they want to, they could be like, you guys could have argued over little petty stuff, like, you left the toilet seat up, or you're gonna be. But I feel like if someone could, if someone could learn how to communicate, if you are not someone, if both parties can learn how to communicate, then they wouldn't be in their head of well, I should do this. But then again, it doesn't have to be the person. It could be well, I want a job. I want to focus on my career. I want to focus on my kids. I want to focus, so it's but this can also be fights too, so. And if this is your cross watcher, they're thinking, or they've become the King of Swords, and they're red tea. They're on a teeter-totter. That's what I think. Because it goes around and around and they replay it. And I think now, it would be like this. But then again, I could read it backwards. Now they want a family. Now they want to work hard at it when it's already ended because it's closed out. So I don't know. Everyone has free will. I don't know if you're gonna go back to it, if it's gonna come back. Some say if it's real, it'll come back. Some say if it's real, it never left in the first place. Oh, the card I was gonna clarify with. It's been a while. I hope these readings don't get too long. Oh no, I'm sorry. Patience is a virtue. Alright. Clarify the Three of Swords, please. Clarify the Three of Swords, please, for Taurus. Or cross-watcher. Please clarify the Three of Swords. Oh, I'm sweating. Three of Swords, please. I don't mean to be moving, but I'm off balance on one leg. Because my other leg is right here. Three of Swords, please. Spirit, are you not going to clarify the Three of Swords? Maybe that is both Taurus and the Cross Watcher. Clarify the King of Swords, please. Clarify the King of Swords. King of Swords, please. You are so beautiful to me. Oh wow, for the King of Swords, Taurus or the Cross Watcher, it's time to take action. Be fearless and happily pursue your most treasured dreams, amazing career opportunities. So, pursue your dreams, when we're little girls, or little boys, it's we don't dream of being in love. We dream of it all comes in a, the house, the home, the job, the car, the husband. So it's maybe look at career, school. Let's clarify. I think that's really about it because, yeah, it's already out for. I can try and clarify the Ten of Swords, but I think it'll do the same thing with Three of Swords. Both parties experienced betrayal, you know. One person can say, well, I didn't do anything to him, you know, but it's still, we all deserve to feel how we feel. And if that person feels betrayed, then that's for them too. Okay, let's try that. You talk me into it. Let's try Ten of Swords, please. Ten of Swords, please. Ten of Swords. Ten of Swords. Ten of Swords. It's both parties. Like I said, you know, it wouldn't clarify the Three of Swords because both parties, like both the Taurus and the Cross Watcher experienced the heart, you know, the broken heart. It might not have been at different times because we all feel at a different pace. I just want to show Taurus this card. Temperance. Finding that balance within yourself of light and dark, love, you know, positive, negative. This doesn't mean like these animals are negative, but it's just like the hunter and the prey. And as always, you know, we can become prey to humans if we are not careful and, you know, take care of ourselves, like with people like wanting to get one over on you. And for me, this resonated with I don't know, he's not really my ex. We're more just strangers with some memories, and it's sad, but I come out of it and I'm happy. You know, I hope he does good in life. And that's where I leave it. Have a good day. Stay blessed.